That was the foul to give, by the way. Lendeborg for three. Down, the lead belongs to the Warriors. Their first.
Let me change that right now.
The Warriors found their best LeBron James alternative. Yaxel Lendeborg just led the Summer League team to the championship in Vegas, winning the MVP in a direct head-to-head matchup with the third overall pick, Cam Boozer. These two went back and forth in college this past February when Yax outscored Boozer 21-18, but Cam was the one celebrating the win at the end. So we have to start from the beginning to see exactly how this one folded out. Playing for these diamond rings, the Grizzlies struck first.
To year two in their NBA time. And a three ball to start it, and Hendricks has got the first bucket of the ball game. Small off the screen by Hendricks. Another one down from downtown for the Grizzlies. Leveraging into dead balls, and we'd be in trouble. Coward for three. Splashed it home.
Cedric Coward hits the fourth triple from Memphis for an 8-point advantage early. On the other end, Lendeborg was struggling to find his rhythm, missing his first couple of shots.
Cryer drive and kick off the wing here. Three ball's going to be a little bit short for Lendeborg.
And he threw this rushed up pass in transition, which didn't hit the target.
Tried to thread the needle and just missed. EK on the streak to the cup.
Speaking of missing the target, Boozer missed everything on this three.
Deep three off the right side. Don't look at your hands.
That's all right.
Finally, 6 minutes into the game, the lottery picks got the space to go one-on-one.
Here's Boozer into the paint. Off the turnaround. Can't get the touch. Another chance in on the tap out. Attacks the goal this time and finishes.
Yax did a solid job defending on the initial shot attempt, but Cam stayed aggressive, picked up his trash, and scored the deuce. 2 minutes later, Booz got a lot of space open towards the rim again, only this time
Met in the lane with some resistance. Keeping his verticality was EK. Richard to Lendeborg, and the lane is good.
Oh, this would have been a throwdown if the assist was better. So Yaxel decided to do it all by himself on this possession, starting with the steal.
Lendeborg with a steal, and with contact lays it up and in. I mean, absolutely trucked Javon Small.
That was a veteran play right there. The strip and then the steady layup using his big body over the smaller defender. The Warriors used an 8-2 run to finish the quarter strong and get to a single-point deficit. However, Cam Boozer opened the second with a bang.
Back down the floor, and Boozer's able to get the dunk.
And he was there to put up a hand in Yaxel's face, which proved to be enough to cause a miss. But 2 minutes later, he couldn't do anything to stop Lendeborg.
Shot clock down to 2. To the rack, laying up, in and one. So special.
The pump fake and the burst along the baseline for the tough and one finish. That was impressive. On the very next possession, watch how Yaxel is following the play. He's laser focused on the ball, gets the offensive board, and lays in the second chance through the contact. On the other end, Cam was eager to respond.
Boozer for three. That'll help.
After missing his first 3 attempts from downtown, Boozer finally nails this one from the left wing. It was all tied at the half, with Lendeborg looking slightly better with 9 points on 50% efficiency. He was also able to contain the third overall to just 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting from the field. And he threw the first punch coming out of the break.
Lendeborg for three, trying to answer back, and does. That's a great response.
But Cameron stayed awake on the next play to pick up the loose ball, make the heads-up pass, and follow the action to make sure it ends up with points for his team. The Grizzlies were up and running.
And the Grizzlies would not have had an opportunity to get him.
Jones tripped and fell on his own here. And numbers to the other end. Lob for the rim and a lay-in.
And to bump their run to 11-2, Boozer didn't mind shooting a contested 3 from deep.
Boozer for 3. That's pretty.
That's unfair.
Cam got hot in the third period, scoring 10 of his 19 points to put his team up by double digits right before the end of it.
Get a quality look.
They shack over to Boozer. 4-3. Deep clock fake for Boozer.
He was money in this quarter. And speaking of that, you may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Here's why. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions of dollars for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps can contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent history verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. Now, Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. Click the link in the description to take a short quiz. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Knowing that it's now or never, Yaxel opened the final stage by stripping Cam's pocket on this back down right here. And he got a favorable mismatch on the other side, but just couldn't hit the turnaround floater. However, he stayed with it, got the offensive board, and found Will Richard, who buried the three-pointer. This leads us to an electric one-on-one sequence by the high-profile rookies on both ends.
Boozer, strong to the finish. Oh, there's some whooping going on now between Boozer and Lendeborg.
Oh, okay. That's what we're talking about. Lendeborg with a nice move.
Third time's a charm.
That's it.
It's about to get cranked up in this building. Watch the excellent court awareness by Boozer here. As soon as he secures the defensive rebound, turns around and throws the pass to Prosper for the easiest points of the night. Cam stood his ground against Lendeborg on this penetration, but Yaxel took the ball out to Smith and provided him a lot of space with this rock-solid screen to shoot a practice-like jumper. Was this an offensive foul? At least Cam Boozer thought so. Regardless, with little over 2 minutes to play, Yax decided to call his own number.
Lendeborg for three. Down, the lead belongs to the Warriors. Their first since it was 57-56. That was the foul to give, by the way. Mid-range, down for Lendeborg.
Let me change that right now.
Timeout Memphis, 91-87.
Lendeborg gets hot at the right time, going on a personal 7-0 run to turn the 3-point deficit into a 4-point lead. Amazing! But their joy didn't last long as Cedric Coward responded big time, hitting his 5th three of the night, cutting the deficit to 1. And the Grizzlies did a great job on the defensive end, with Boozer drawing the offensive foul with a minute remaining. The Warriors answered with a solid defensive play of their own, surrounding Boozer with 3 guys under the basket. But the Grizzlies retained possession, allowing Cam to have another go at Yaxel. Little did he know that things are about to turn chaotic.
Takes him to the hole. In and out. Rebound Lendeborg.
And you have time to play it out. No need to foul.
Boozer swiped it. There's a whistle. It's because I think a timeout was indicated. Yes.
Oh my goodness, Boozer pokes the ball out of Lendeborg's hands, but at the same time, the Warriors coach asked for a timeout. That was close. And from this angle, it looked like Cam got the steal milliseconds before the call. No wonder he was upset. The Dubs dodged the bullet there, so let's see if they can now close this thing out with a bucket. Spoiler alert, it's gonna get crazy.
Into Smith, back to Lendeborg. Shoves it ahead.
There it is. Great job getting it across before the 8-second violation.
Now Cryer in a crowd. Leaping rebound. Memphis shot clock is dark.
But they're going to play it.
Boozer for three up top in the lead. No good. Lendeborg. Rebound. Somehow kept it in play. And Memphis is forced to foul with 8.6 seconds remaining.
Oh, Golden State dodges another kill shot as Booz missed the wide open 3 in transition that would have potentially won the game for Memphis. Who says that Summer League ain't fun? Smith stays cool on the line and knocks down both free throws to make it a 3-point game. The little guy had 21 points and 9 rebounds off the bench on 64% efficiency. So down by 3 with 8 seconds left, Cam wasn't ready to give up. But his teammate Prosper threw an ill-advised pass that ended up out of bounds instead of in Boozer's hands. And LJ Cryer hit 1 of 2 at the free throw line, just enough to secure the win and the Summer League trophy for the Warriors. Let the celebration begin.
Joining us is Warriors legend Rick Barry to present the 2026 NBA Summer League Championship Trophy to the Golden State Warriors, the Summer League champions. Congratulations.
For leading his team with 21 points, 10 rebounds, and a pair of assists and steals as well, Yaxel got the MVP honors.
NBA Summer League Championship Game MVP trophy to Yaxel Lendeborg.
This guy is a winner. From the ACAA championship with Michigan to the Summer League in Vegas. Heck, he's winning on and off the court too.
This can go right in the new house.
All right. Take the ring out. Take the ring out. Look at the light on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. See the diamonds on that team, though?
Yaxel is ready to help the Warriors if they don't get LeBron in free agency. And speaking of James, he was a different animal in his summer league back in 2003. I made this throwback video that you must check out. Click right here and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.